Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. I'm Nicholas Richardson and this is the news. The board of the Civic Platform Party is to meet this evening in the light of mounting pressure on Grzegorz Schetyna. Several leading politicians from the party say that following the disappointing election results, Schetyna will lose his position as party chairman.
Following the disappointing result of the Civic coalition in the elections, Grzegorz Schetyna's leadership is being questioned. There is criticism of the leader throughout the party. In an interview for Polsat News, Julia Pitera said that if Schetyna stays in office, there will be a split in the club. In turn, Bogdan Zdrojewski stated that lifting the Civic Platform Party will not achieving much. When asked today whether she would vote for Schetyna in the elections for party leader, Małgorzata Kidawa-Błońska replied equivocally.
A lot of things could have been done better, but some worse. The main issue right now is not Grzegorz Schetyna. There are many more problems within the party.
What made you say that you don't know if you would vote for Grzegorz Schetyna?
The fact that we are not conducting such elections now.
Maybe you should start in the elections.
Let us finish this topic for now. Today, the board and club arrangement. Let's do these things in order. This is too much to discuss at once.
Have you thought about starting in the elections for party leader?
No, I have not.
Schetyna is not helped by the fact that he clearly lost in Wrocław to the lone Just Party candidate Mirosława Stachowiak-Różecka. However, his idea of the so-called Senate Pact proved effective, as the opposition will have a majority in the Senate. This was the last thing we needed, for me to be the Civic Platform Party's advisor. I think that the problem is internal, as there are strong intra-party clashes, both between certain groups and individuals. There are many candidates for Schetyna's position.
Borys
Budka is interested, Małgorzata Kidawa-Błońska most likely is too, maybe Marshal Zdrojewski. A few people felt hurt upon the issuing of the lists in the last elections and parliamentary elections. Here, the list of names might be long. Tonight, the Civic Platform Board as well as the parliamentary club meetings will be held. Elections for the party's chairman are scheduled for January, although today Borys Budka said that they should be held before the end of the year. The club is also awaiting the election of a new leader after Sławomir Neumann resigned upon TVP Info's release of compromising recordings in which he featured.
The Gdansk Regional Court has sentenced the former president of Amber Gold, Marcin P., to 15 years in prison. His wife, Katarzyna, was sentenced to 12.5 years in prison. Apart from their prison sentences, the pair have been forbidden to engage in any business activity for a period of 10 years, being given fines of 159,000 and 135,000 zloty respectively, as well as being ordered to reimburse for the damages caused.
Marcin P. was sentenced 9 times before he started Amber Gold and OLT Express. Each time he enjoyed the benefit of a suspended sentence, and each time the court ordered that he should be given another chance so that he did not have to go to prison. Speaking of courts, let me remind you that Marcin P. registered each of his companies, and he had over a dozen of them at the Gdańsk District Court. I can point out the fact that he started his business with the share capital of around 5,000 zloty. In less than 2 years, the share capital increased to 50 million in just one company, Amber Gold. Nevertheless, it never aroused interest on the part of the registry court. Even more so, it should have aroused interest due to the fact that Marcin P. has never submitted his financial statements. The investigative committee has done a tremendous amount of work and submitted a number of notifications. At present, we have a lot of people who sit on a bench of suspects. Today is a special day. A non-final sentence of 15 years has been imposed on the instigator of the Amber Gold scandal. I hope that the prosecutor's office will see this case through.
Exactly 41 years ago today, Cardinal Karol Wojtyla, the Metropolitan Archbishop of Kraków, was elected Pope. This was the beginning of the third longest and one of the most significant pontificates in the history of the Catholic Church. The election of the Pope from a faraway country, the first non-Italian Pope in 455 years, turned out to be providential for Poland. On that day, 16th of October 1978, the Polish journey on the road to freedom began with the Pope's pilgrimages to Poland, the Solidarity movement and the final ridding of the communist yoke in 1989. Let's watch those exciting and unforgettable historical scenes from 41 years ago again.
Sanctissimum ac reverendissimum Dominum, Dominum Carolum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae, Cardinalem Wojtyła. lodato Gesù Cristo.
Sempre sia lodato.
Carissimi fratelli e sorelle, siamo ancora tutti addolorati.
Yesterday's optimistic signals from the Brexit talks between the United Kingdom and the European Union negotiators proved to be premature, as there is still no agreement. The EU's chief negotiator, Michel Barnier, has delivered a report on the talks, but the list of unresolved matters still appears to be long.
Technical level discussions with the United Kingdom continued late into the night last night and are ongoing as we speak now. Michel Barnier will update Coreper and the European Parliament's Brexit steering group on the state of play of the discussions later today.
We have submitted draft text as part of the negotiations on a number of aspects under discussion. We are absolutely committed to securing a deal. We think that is in the interest of both sides. It's absolutely the case that we are committed to Northern Ireland coming out of the EU Customs Union.
That's the news. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for the weather, Poland Daily Business and more programmes. But from me, it's have a good night and a better tomorrow.